Have you ever wondered what Jesus would say if he taught you to pray, personally, intimately, right now? Not with fancy words or distant rituals, but heart to heart, soul to soul? What if the Son of God whispered, "Let me show you how to speak to me," so heaven responds? In this video, you're not just going to learn how to pray, you're going to hear it from Jesus himself, in his voice, his love, and his power. Because prayer isn't a formula, it's a conversation that can change your life forever. Stay with me because this might be the moment your spirit has been waiting for. Come to me and speak, my beloved child. Do you know that I have been waiting for you? Long before you thought of me, long before your first whispered word of prayer, my heart already longed for your voice. I have watched you through the quiet hours of the night and the rush of your busy days, gently hoping you would pause, just for a moment, and turn your heart toward me. You wonder how to pray to me. You ask, how do I speak to the King of Heaven? Let me tell you now, not as a distant God, but as the one who loves you more deeply than words can contain. You don't need perfect phrases. You don't need holy-sounding language. You don't even need to know where to begin. Just speak. Speak to me as you are. Speak to me with the raw honesty of your soul because I already see your heart. Did I not weep with those who wept? Did I not laugh with my friends? Did I not kneel in the dust and lift the broken? I'm not far away, I am near. Closer than breath. Closer than your pain. Closer than your fears. You don't need to impress me with eloquence. I delight in your sincerity. Even the sigh that escapes your lips when you don't know what to say, that sigh is a prayer I understand. The tear that falls from your eye when words fail, that tear speaks volumes in my presence. When you are weary, come to me and say, Lord, I'm tired. When you are joyful, come to me and say, Jesus, thank you. When you are angry, hurt, confused, or lost, bring it all to me. I will not turn you away. Prayer is not a ritual, it's a relationship. It's not a performance, it's a conversation. It's not about the right posture of your body, it's about the posture of your heart. I long for you to know me not just as the Savior of the world, but as the lover of your soul, the friend who walks beside you, the shepherd who leads you gently. When you begin to pray, don't come only with requests, though I cherish those too. Come to listen. Come to rest in my presence. Come to be with me. That is the secret so many forget. Prayer is not a task, it is a dwelling place. So find a quiet space or speak to me in the chaos. Whether you are on your knees in your car or lying awake at night, I am there. I'm always listening. Always ready to answer. Not always as you expect, but always with love, always with wisdom, always with perfect timing. In this sacred conversation, you will discover something greater than what you ask for. You will discover me. Let me teach you how to pray, not with fear or formula, but with the open heart of a child who knows they are loved. My precious one, now that you know I desire to hear your voice, let me tell you something deeper still. You can come to me boldly. Yes, boldly. Not because you are perfect, but because my love for you is. I tore the veil. I opened the way. You no longer need to approach me through fear or shame. You are not a stranger in my courts. You are family. You are mine. When you pray, do not tiptoe as though you are intruding. No, come as a child runs to their father. Come as one who belongs. My arms are open wide. My heart is always available. You never interrupt me. I'm never too busy. The whole universe may move by my hand, yet I have time, eternal time, for you. There is power in persistence. I want you to understand that prayer is not always about quick answers. It is about shaping your soul. You asked me once and you wonder if I heard. I did. You ask me twice and doubt creeps in. Still I listen. You ask me again and again and something begins to change, not me but you. Your heart softens. Your faith grows. Your focus shifts from the problem to the presence. My presence. Think of the widow who pleaded with the judge. Think of the friend who knocked at midnight. I use their stories to show you this truth. Keep praying. Keep knocking. Keep seeking. Not because I am reluctant, but because there is beauty in the journey of trust. When you pray without ceasing, you invite me into every corner of your life. You don't have to wait for a crisis to call my name. I love when you talk to me about the little things, the small victories, the moments of gratitude, the ordinary struggles. In your whispered prayers while walking. In your silent cries when surrounded by people. In the unspoken longing of your heart, I am there. And when you can't pray at all, when sorrow drowns your voice and all you can do is sit in silence, know this, I am still listening. My spirit is interceding for you with groanings too deep for words. I'm not waiting for you to impress me. I'm waiting for you to invite me in. Pray not just to be heard, but to be held. Pray not just to be rescued, but to be transformed. And never think your prayers are too small. Every request, every question, every ache you carry is precious to me. I catch your words like drops of gold. I store your tears in my bottle. I remember every moment you've reached for me. Do you know how deeply I treasure your prayers? They rise like incense before my throne. They are sacred, holy, and they do not return empty. I act in response to prayer. Sometimes I part seas. Sometimes I calm storms. Sometimes I calm you. But I always respond, in ways that are higher than your ways, in timing that is perfect even when it feels delayed. So speak. Speak boldly. Speak often. Let your prayer be the rhythm of your life, the heartbeat of our communion. And know this, I am not counting how many times you fall. I'm counting how many times you come back to me. I am here, listening, loving, always. Beloved child. Now listen closely, for what I am about to tell you is a mystery hidden from many but revealed to those who seek me with an open heart. Prayer is not merely speaking to me, it is dwelling with me. There is a place within you, a sanctuary not made with human hands. It is a secret place, a quiet room carved into your spirit, where the noise of the world cannot reach and where my voice becomes clear. That is where I want to meet you. Yes, I can hear you anywhere. In the car, on the street, in the workplace, in the middle of a storm. I hear you in your laughter and in your weeping. But the greatest treasures I long to share with you, revelation, healing, deep peace, they are found when you make space to be alone with me. Not physically alone, but spiritually attentive. I am not hard to find, but I do not shout above distractions. I speak softly, like a whisper that calls your name in the wind, like a breeze that stirs your soul when the world grows still. Come into that secret place and close the door behind you, not just the door of your room but the doors of your anxieties, distractions, and fears. Leave them outside. Come as you are, but come ready to hear. Speak to me, yes, but then be silent. Wait. Let your soul breathe. Let your heart be still. For in the silence I speak. In the quiet I comfort. In the waiting I move. I will begin to show you who you truly are, not who the world says you are, not who your past claims you are, but who I created you to be. I will remove the lies one by one. I will take your shame and replace it with grace. I will trade your wounds for wisdom and your fears for purpose. Do you see it now? Prayer does not just change circumstances, it changes you. As you pray, your eyes begin to open. You begin to recognize my hand in the details of your day. You start to sense my presence when you wake and when you lie down. Your thoughts, once scattered, become anchored in truth. Your emotions, once wild and untamed, are calmed by my spirit. This is transformation. Not in an instant, but in layers. Like the sun rising slowly over a sleeping world, my light begins to touch every shadow within you. And before long, you will walk in the peace you once only prayed for. Do not measure your prayer by the length of your words or the elegance of your phrases. Measure it by the depth of your surrender. Come honestly. Come often. And do not stop coming. Even when you feel nothing, pray. Even when you hear nothing, pray. Even when the heavens seem silent, pray. Because I am working in the unseen. I am growing roots before you see fruit. I am building strength in the silence, preparing answers far greater than what you've asked for. Prayer is not a ritual you must complete to earn my attention. It is a gift, a river of divine communion flowing freely between us. And every time you step into it, you are bathed in grace, refreshed by mercy, and awakened to your true identity. So return to that secret place often. Guard it fiercely. Let it become the foundation of your life. You will not always find me in the thunder, the fire, or the earthquake. But you will find me in the still, small voice that says, I love you. I am here. I am yours, my precious child. Now let me take you deeper. You have learned to speak with me, to pour out your heart. You have sat with me in the quiet and begun to taste the sweetness of my presence. But there is more, far more, for those who dare to believe. Prayer is not just conversation. Prayer is connection. Prayer is the bridge between your earthly life and my eternal kingdom. It is where heaven touches earth, through you. Yes, you. I have chosen to partner with you, to bring my will to pass not apart from you, but through you. Prayer is how you join hands with me in the shaping of your life, your family, your world. It is how you become a vessel not just for my words but for my power. When you pray, you are not begging a distant God for scraps of blessing. You are standing as my beloved, my ambassador, my child, calling down the realities of heaven into the broken places of earth. I told you, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Do you understand what that truly means? It means the peace of heaven can rule in your anxious heart. The joy of heaven can overcome your sorrow. The authority of heaven can drive out fear, confusion, and despair. The power of heaven can heal the sick, open doors, and shatter chains. But you must pray it. You must believe it. Not with ritual, not with lifeless repetition, but with the boldness of a child who knows their Father's love and walks in their inheritance. When you speak my name, Jesus, you are not uttering a mere word. You are opening a gateway. All of heaven listens when my name is spoken in faith. All of darkness trembles. For I have conquered death, hell, and the grave. I have placed the keys in your hands. But so many of my children pray timidly, as if they are unworthy, uncertain, ashamed. Do not forget who you are. You were purchased with my blood. You are robed in my righteousness. You are seated with me in heavenly places even now. So pray like it. Pray with boldness. Pray with fire. Pray with tears. Pray with trust. And when your words run dry, when your spirit is heavy and you cannot even speak, let your silence be your prayer. I see it. I feel it. I understand your groanings even when they are too deep for words. Oh, how I long for you to see what is available to you. You are not helpless. You are not powerless. You are not forgotten. I have placed within you the Spirit of the living God. And that Spirit prays within you, through you, and for you. When you pray, even in weakness, you are aligning your soul with heaven. You are choosing me. You are shifting atmospheres. You are sowing seeds that will bear fruit in time. You may not see it immediately, but prayer is never wasted. The moment you speak to me in truth, in humility, in trust, something begins to move. In the spiritual realm, angels are dispatched. Chains are broken. Walls begin to crack. And sometimes the greatest miracle is not the change in your situation, but the change in you. You begin to walk differently, think differently, love differently. You begin to shine. And your prayer life becomes not just a discipline, but a delight, a living communion with the one who knows you best and loves you most. My child, I created you for this. You were never meant to survive life alone. You were never meant to carry your burdens in silence. You were meant to walk with me, day by day, moment by moment, in unbroken fellowship. Let your prayer life grow until it is no longer something you do, but something you are. Let every breath become an offering. Let every thought be turned toward me. Let every moment become an invitation for me to enter in. And I will meet you in your car, in your kitchen, in your sorrow, in your celebration, in your secret moments, in your public life. I will be there, because I am the God who hears. I am the God who sees. I am the God who comes close. You are never alone. My beloved, come closer still. I have more to reveal to you. More than just comfort. More than just peace. Prayer is not only for surviving your pain, it is for redeeming your story. You see, I do not merely mend what is broken. I recreate. I restore. I make all things new, not just patched together but reborn in glory. And that process begins every time you choose to open your heart to me in prayer. There are prayers that move mountains, yes, but there are also prayers that move you. Prayers that take you by the hand and lead you out of old cycles, old pain, old lies. Prayers that unlock doors in your soul you never knew existed. Sometimes you come to me asking me to change others, to soften their hearts, to heal your family, to save someone you love. And yes, I hear those prayers and I am already working in ways you may not yet see. But in that sacred moment of prayer, I am also whispering to you, will you let me begin with you? Let me show you the deep roots of fear that you've carried since childhood. Let me reveal the lies you believed from wounds inflicted long ago. Let me break the patterns passed down from generation to generation, cycles of anger, addiction, shame, silence. Because you are not bound to repeat what hurt you. You are not destined to carry what they carried. You are chosen to be the one who breaks it, the one who rises. When you pray, truly pray, I begin to reach into the places no one else sees. The memories that haunt you, the words that scarred you, the questions that keep you awake at night. I don't shy away. I don't look away. I go straight to the source of your pain, not to condemn you, but to heal you. Let me into those places. Let me sit with you in the ache of your loneliness. Let me hold you in the silence after betrayal. Let me cradle the part of you that feels unworthy, unlovable, unseen. And then let me speak truth. You are not too broken. You are not too late. You are not too much or not enough. You are mine. When you bring your wounds to me in prayer, I begin to rewrite your inner story. What once told you that you would never be free, I now proclaim over you, you are free indeed. What once echoed shame, I now declare, you are forgiven, you are clean, you are new. And prayer is not only healing for the past, it is vision for the future. My child, you have a purpose. You were born for more than surviving. You were created to walk in destiny, to carry light into dark places, to be a voice of hope to the hopeless, a healer to the hurting. But that purpose is not unlocked by your strength. It is revealed in intimacy. It is uncovered as you kneel. The more time you spend with me in prayer, the more clearly you will hear my voice. Not just in moments of silence but in your daily walk. You will begin to recognize me in the ordinary, in the nudge to call a friend, in the compassion that floods you when you see someone hurting, in the courage to step out when everything inside you says, stay safe. I will guide you. I will align your steps. I will open doors no man can shut and close doors not meant for you. I will equip you to do things you never imagined. But it begins in the secret place, in prayer. That is where you discover not only who I am, but who you are. Prayer is where your voice meets my heart, where your wounds meet my hands, where your questions find peace, where your dreams find direction, and where your life finds its divine rhythm. So keep praying, not just as an act of religion but as a lifestyle of love. Talk to me when you rise. Whisper to me as you walk. Invite me into the smallest details of your day. Include me in your laughter and in your tears. Let prayer be as natural as breathing. Because the more you pray, the more you will realize, I'm not just near, I am within you. And together there is nothing we cannot face. My beloved child, let me tell you what happens in the unseen when you pray. You may think it's just your words, whispered in the dark or lifted through tears, but in heaven your prayer is power. It is movement. It is the sound of faith shaking eternity. When you speak to me, the angels stand still to listen. Your voice matters that much. You see, prayer is not just a quiet moment. It is a spiritual earthquake. It is the sound of chains breaking in places you cannot see. It is the spark that lights fires in dry valleys. It is the seed that bursts through hard ground and grows into trees of hope for generations to come. Your prayer may feel small, insignificant even. You may not always see immediate change. But do not be deceived by silence. In the spirit, your prayer sends shockwaves across dimensions. It summons reinforcements. It calls my presence into broken homes, into fractured hearts, into nations in need of healing. When you pray, demons tremble. Darkness weakens. Lies begin to unravel. Despair begins to lift. Yes, your prayer does that. The enemy wants you to believe that you are powerless, that your voice is just noise, that nothing will change. But I say to you, you are my beloved warrior. You are my intercessor. You are my vessel of breakthrough. You may think you're praying alone, but when you lift your voice to me in faith, you are joining a divine symphony. Saints of old are praying alongside you. The cloud of witnesses watches with joy as you rise, as you persevere, as you believe. You are never praying alone. Even when you have no words left, your tears become prayers. Your sighs become songs. Your silence becomes a sacred offering. For I do not only listen to eloquent prayers, I listen to honest hearts. And I always respond to hunger. I long to move through your prayers. When you intercede for others, you become part of their miracle. When you forgive in prayer, you release rivers of grace into places where bitterness once grew. When you bless your enemies in prayer, you shatter the cycle of hate and plant the seeds of my kingdom. I have entrusted you with more power than you realize. Prayer is not passive. Prayer is warfare. Prayer is creation. Prayer is birthing. Prayer is partnership with heaven. Think about that. Every time you pray, you and I become co-laborers. You speak and I act. You ask and I open. You knock and I swing wide the doors that once seemed permanently shut. Do not underestimate the authority I've placed in your mouth. You are not begging a distant God, you are declaring with your Father. I have given you the keys of the kingdom, and when you pray according to my heart, all of heaven backs your words. Walls fall. Hearts soften. Provision comes. Healing flows. But there is more, yes, so much more. Prayer is not only for crisis. It is the blueprint for revival. Revival begins in the quiet hours, where no one sees but me. When you rise before the sun just to seek my face. When you pause in the middle of your day and whisper, Jesus, I need you. When you gather with 2 or 3 in my name, even when it's hard, even when it's inconvenient, I am there. I am moving. Do you want to see transformation in your family? Begin with prayer. Do you want to break generational curses? Start with prayer. Do you want to walk in purpose and live fully alive? Abide with me in prayer. Do not wait for a perfect moment to begin. Come to me as you are. Come with your weary spirit. Come with your distracted mind. Come with your heavy heart. I will meet you. I will lead you. And the more you pray, the more your life will be marked by something unexplainable. Peace that passes understanding, joy that defies your circumstances, power that does not come from this world. You will begin to live from heaven toward earth. That's what prayer does. So rise, my beloved. Make prayer your breath, your rhythm, your lifeline. Make it the foundation of every decision, the heartbeat of every day. Not because I demand it, but because you will come to desire it. Because it is in prayer that we walk hand in hand. It is in prayer that you discover who I really am. And it is in prayer that you become who you were created to be. I am listening. Always. And when you pray, heaven moves.